It's here in the heart of modern Newry. The Rug House, an emporium of retail optimism in a city that's emerged from recession and is growing fast. Jobs, sales, the future. It's all here at the Rug House, and it's a business that has grown from the most humble beginnings. Stephen and Claire Vallely from County Armagh, educated here in Newry, and are now bringing home the bacon in the form of jobs and an enhanced economy. They are the people behind the Rug House. It's a formula greatly appreciated by local Newry and Mourne Mayor Dara Hughes. Mayor, it's a veritable cornucopia of wonderment here in the heart of Newry. You could be in the Casbah in Marrakesh.
Very much so, yeah. It's a very colourful showroom, a beautiful showroom. I'd just like to congratulate Paul and Claire on opening their first store here in Newry. It's a boost for the local economy. They're employing 23 people on a full-time basis. So I'd just like to wish them all the best in that venture.
It's a sign that the economy is taking a turn. Their confidence is a sign, but also all the new houses that are going to be built are going to need rugs.
Well, that's the case, yeah, absolutely, and hopefully they'll tap into a very good market there. Now, we've had some good and bad news over the course of the last few weeks in relation to the local economy and job creation and unfortunately some losses. So any positive news story is fantastic, and I wish them again all the best.
Yes, and in the last year of Newry and Mourne District Council, moving on to the larger council next year, it's splendid to see this kind of investment in your year of office.
Absolutely, I'd hope to hand the chains back on a high. But Newry sells itself. It's an excellent place to do business. So it's on the economic corridor between Belfast and Dublin, and that in itself, with a growing population, as you've alluded to, is why a lot of businesses are setting up and creating jobs in Newry.
What kind of people are these who make a place like this? They're an optimistic people. They're a people with confidence in the local economy. They're people who look beyond the obvious, really.
Absolutely, and they've proven their success in the last few years on the online business. So they're taking a leap of faith, but they're doing so with knowledge in the development of our local economy and in strengthening it. And by doing so, I have to commend them. They're obviously hard-working. They've made their business a success, and I'm delighted that they've chosen Newry as their first bricks and mortar site.
Well, Mayor Dara, thank you very much indeed for talking to me. I'm going to go and talk to them now and find out what it is that gives them all that confidence you speak about. Okay, I find myself here in a most extraordinary circumstance, in a most extraordinary place, because in my mind's eye I'm back in North Africa and the man saying to me, come and look at our carpets and we can send them anywhere in the world for you. Little did I think 10 years ago that something similar would have been said out of my home port of Newry, and yet that's what's happening. The folk here at the Rug House have taken a great challenge on board, a challenge based on their knowledge of the industry, their knowledge of the business, and they're reaching out across the planet and doing great things. Significantly, jobs are being brought into Newry as a consequence. And more than anything, more than any carpet in my home, I love to see jobs coming in. But of course, there's no carpets going out without the jobs. There's no jobs coming in without the carpets. So it's a win-win situation, a beautiful marriage of retail treasury. It's a souk, a Casbah. It's a place of wonderment, an Aladdin's cave, a tented space of wonderful rugs, and it's here at the Rug House in the heart of Newry. Paul Vallely, well done. You've come here to the place of your education, of your growing up, in from the hills of South Armagh, and you've done a magnificent job here.
Thanks very much. Yes, as you said, I was born in Cloudy, but I was educated with the Abbey Grammar and the Abbey Primary in Newry here, and it's been a great education for me, and I'm delighted to return to what I consider my local town.
Not only are you returning to your local town, but you're bringing with you jobs, and that's hugely important in an economy that hasn't been the strongest.
That's correct, yes. As we talked about, the business started in 2007, and since we've moved to Newry here, we've employed 25 people. It's an exclusively export business, which is great to say. That's 25 new jobs for the town, and we hope to add many more over the coming years.
Intertrade Ireland is in there somewhere, yes?
Yes, technically, Intertrade Ireland and Invest NI have given us some support over the last 2 years, and that support is increasing significantly. It's been a big part of our growth, so it has, and they are really supporting us with each step going into the future.
Paul, what gives you the optimism and the dynamism and the inspirational foresight to go into that future?
Yeah, I think overall the market that we're currently in, which is a predominantly online market, is growing year on year. But as I said, going back to our roots here in Newry, it's always been a thriving border town. There's always been great optimism, even in dark times. We're a well-educated local community. We have a fantastic young workforce here. Everyone's pulling together and working really hard. And to be honest, I think I'm inspired by the people that work here, and also by the reaction we see from customers every day.
Where, the stuff we're looking at, the carpets we're looking at, where might these end up on the great spaceship that we call Earth?
Well, they can end up anywhere around the world. Our biggest export market is the UK, but we're also exporting a large amount into France, Spain, Germany, Italy, into the US. It's become a huge market for us over the last 12 months, and over the next year we're going to be expanding into Russia, Southeast Asia and Australia.
Wow, that's magnificent.
Yeah.
Absolutely. How do you market this? It's done online. You're on the web. Do you physically pack your suitcase and your briefcase and your price list and go out there?
No, not exactly. All of our customers are direct retail customers, so it's the likes of you or me that own a home or a business and need to purchase something for that place. Yeah. So we put our products online with excellent pictures, the best titles we can that Google users can find, and we have a wonderful marketing team here that use email marketing, Twitter, Facebook, and any means at their disposal really to bring our huge selection to customers all over the world.
So if I'm sitting on my porch in North Carolina, how do I find you?
Well, there's several ways you could find us. The quickest way is probably straight through Google, and that could be through searching for our brand, therughouse.co.uk, which is a big brand in the rugs market now. But probably the easiest way is just by simply typing in what you're looking for. So that could be, say, a red shaggy rug, for example. And
you come up.
If we've done our job right, we'll come up for what you're searching for.
Yeah, you've got it down to a fine art, really.
Well, we've done our best. I think I wouldn't say we've got it down yet. We have a huge amount more work to do, but as you can see, we've come a long way so far, and I think we have a lot more we can do. And
remind me, maybe I should have asked you this at the beginning. Where did it start? How did it start?
I think it started with me and my sister Claire. We started selling some odds and ends on eBay, just selling some junk as anyone would do, and we seen there was quite a good customer base there. We started to find some rugs from local distributors and started to sell those. They went fairly well, and we kind of just took it and run with it from there.
You've been blessed with, well, it's not, you make your own luck because you worked hard at it and you bring the thing to fruition.
Yeah, I agree with you. There is luck involved, but the harder you work, the luckier you are.
I'll buy that. Thank you. And so, for the Rug House, the future seems set fair. Stephen and Claire know indeed the value of hard work, and know too that indeed it brings its own good fortune. Clearly, for the Rug House, the future beckons.